another wonderful session of Family Affair. Anope yewo ewo yentem enkomona na ye starting no. Yewo Uncle JJ from Achuma Rural Bank, Achuma Kwanguma District. Okay. Achuma Kwanguma District. And then yewo ye mama sewa so ewo ha. Me anso amidi dwumadie hu chiame e frame Mrs Evelyn Ackah utimi frame Mama Eve. Anope Family Affairs said eba mo nchen ebeji topic no. Monday ya na ye celebrate International Women's Day. Na celebration no ama ya ye ni ba ye ho so. Awareness ne shase free baby. Kakran obi wa no bisas ni e boma baso dodo ene e kama ho nsem dodo we ya Mother's Day so beba. Debi chen kakra ni nkomo. Emma danso. Nanso so no, we are creating this awareness to bring our attention to women empowerment. E kwan be ne be fa so a ye be ma ye ma no so abegina bia eniema omo ya ma omo aho no ombe ye independent support ben ene ye betimi dia mama nti wo say ye celebrating ma international celebration a die ye de adwen ba so nyina ne say our women also need supporter e de ye nyina ye ba begina say niema kakre wo wiase a ye enjoy no said die ye nua mema no enjoy no yensu mayi yensu ye betimi a enjoy me mfa kasa ne bebre me say ye wo anopei ye wo yentem Papa JJ wo Achuma Kwanguma District ena ye wo yentem ye mame sewa meka asem kakra bi afa omo ho nanso so no ye bekọ street na yakotie ensem a ye ba street no mo beka kire yen ye ba street no mo beka kire ye ba fie mu no ensem a mo ka kire ye hia mo wo mo adwuma so no ne mo ka kire yen kakra bi about women empowerment no mama yentie die mo so mo ka kire yen.
Yeshe titano ina no time no. Na omumbo ma ema omumbo ema so. Omumbo ma so say ombo oba ma oba ene ne dibre emeyepe. Se nipa no wuska ombo oba no say oba no so menyiska edru no. Ti say yehwa yi man free kitchen. Oh, bad also go school because in the year 2000 they this time run by or babia also go school or see a bomb man so that man so to me one man because that man now so they no die so too much into ye man free kitchen a day on bar let me say classroom no abwa be I remember example quick one with a short. Obi jina kwa ho sesei na wo kan cars 20 when ya obi ja ma be 12 ana 8 awutwika eboa wo fie because bema na e busy ahomachi otuka akọ hwan na be for oba na nkra na ku school e oba ya ene betam nkra no no okosi omo school no sa akọ forma be fie obedware omo adwane adi ansa na bema yaba so enti ene die aboa pa Yisa sabita frache leni free wa abwa. But on the other side, the negative aspect is emaya emai obwana no tinti bepa dwani a hand time baka cho said na wo me so me kwa so kobi ade na wo so ko yesei na I back and forth which mwa no timana ese mumbra mo asema mema yeah, never bomuso. Yeah, never should chidom. So what you say?
When it comes to this particular topic, quite interesting in the sense that yes, women empowerment is good because through this empowerment, most women are educated, most women are independent. They are able to make their own money. You're able to make their own property and all that. But then, me who say this women empowerment, it has totally changed our traditional values and traditional norms, in the sense that, say, Obaka, we are very independent, or you're very independent, when it comes to marriage, and they feel they are equal to the men. Yes, you can be independent, but then what is there is there. You can't be necessarily equal to a man in this world, no matter what happens, no matter where the world evolves to. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. A woman is supposed to submit to a man, but then because of this women empowerment thing, when it comes to that particular angle,
women empowerment the ababwa pa amba anka ahajin. Name in our quest say empower women. Sometimes we forget ourselves. Now say per se, and then mema rocky shoulders, which are traditional. I accept it, sir. Yeah, can say me pick me. And I say per se you choose me, but we are today dear Dano near the actual Bema or buy or ba. Do also would the woman now the poor man. So power when in chess say one and mema by a penny woman in tia. When power on who say Nyansan and I say dear woo the knowledge you are getting from empowering yourself, and also so who sell by an maybe or honum. The fact that why empower on who why ye be an I say what could it be bring chess say said the man is and I say amamre city no e wo say otutu na se de ofata ni din e wo say de ni de ma no de ofata say ye ni e wo say wo ye na sa na chest empowerment na kwa no e wie peye sa na wo say ye no ba ye hu ye wo say ye empower ye ba benya me sika ma ye say inti me fa ni pa nya hwe me fa we ye hwe say na wo to from a me ma na e be from ba and you Dibra and answer where you been a Adakam Credo because I could cry a meme ya. And see, with all of this, no, there was here when say, Danny Dana, yeah, boy, and who so na ya queen him, and my ear fearing traditional values and cultural norms are in that Nina, I was saying a dear mano. It will move a boy, but suddenly city will have say a different way and one a boy empowerment and so they can. So I would advise it.
I believe women empowerment in simple terms means giving women the power to make their own choices and have equal opportunities. It's like saying everyone, regardless of gender, should have a fair chance. This idea has really shaken up how we see things in Ghana. Before, some traditions might have kept women from going to school, working in certain jobs, or even making decisions about their own lives. But now, because of women empowerment, we are seeing more girls in school, more women in leadership roles, and more people understanding that everyone deserves respect and a fair chance. It's not always easy though. Some old ways of thinking are hard to change, honestly. But overall, women's empowerment is helping us build a Ghana. Everyone can reach their full potential, no matter their gender. It's about fairness, respect, and making sure everyone has a voice and everyone is privileged to be heard. Thank you.
In the past, many Ghanaian communities saw women mainly through traditional roles such as caregiving, managing the home, and supporting the family quietly, mostly from behind the scenes. Even though women have always contributed greatly to society, culture often limited how far they could go in leadership, education, and business and decision making. However, the modern idea of women's empowerment has begun to reshape this mindset. Today, empowerment means recognizing that women are not only helpers in the society, but they can also be leaders, innovators, and also help in decision making. It has encouraged more people to value women. The modern understanding of women's empowerment is helping us move from limiting women to including them in all that we do.
Kakra media about this topic and say women empowerment and how it has influenced our traditional values and norms. Media say in a way, it has both positive and negative impact, meaning that when it comes to the positive aspect, women were not given much opportunities or much platforms when it comes to their education, when it comes to showing off their potentials and all that. But then to say because of women empowerment, which is something very positive.
Yeba munchen kakra yebeti yenono. Kakra yebeti yenono. Yemma nakasa. Ye memanso akasa. Me say ahaye family affairs on Pure 95.7. And pay, like I said, I have with me my wonderful guest. Men and women full of wisdom, full of impact. They are making great impact in our communities. I have with me Mrs. Mamisewa Tenaje Amoa. Mrs. Amoa. Head of operations, Ewo Masega Industrial Solution. Mame ewo nimdie stronko. Inti anopei yebe enjoy ne pa. Again, ye MD. Jesus is Evergreen Company Limited. Ono de obachuma kwa district what dia. Mr. John Junior Owusu Ansa. Ye twanitia friend Uncle JJ. Baby a okobia anopei obete nenka stronko. Me di dwumadi ho chiame din de Mrs Evelyn Ackah. Me so betimi afre me Mama Eve. Ye nkoma ye twetwe anopei ne say the women empowerment we are creating awareness in Ghana, global women celebration, no understanding of it, no, has it have any influence on our cultural values and our traditional norms? Celebrating has the women empowerment, our understanding of this topic, the awareness we are creating, does it have any influence, whether positive, said the voices, no? Some said positives, some said negatives, some didn't create any biases, they balanced it for us. But Mama said, "Mama, Yansha said, Mama said, Mama
Eve, I say, I don't pay. Good morning to our listeners and our viewers. Nyamisha no pay.
Me bacho answer na mema wabamuno. Mama memfa yen WhatsApp line entu jana yen wonderful listeners are 80 yen so omo ewo chefa bi ankomo ne koso no omotimi asende e dia mayen bacho your number ne 0240 929283 obesenya yen Facebook live Pure FM TV join yen enkomo yi na wonso wadwenkyira enkomo ne koso no wo questions a upese wo bisa no de ekoso wo fie butaye ewo program yi so ne se de wonnemu no yes you are not the first. Family affairs yembota and say you are not alone until you den common ba na betwitwi say ya then you get your understanding say na de menemu no there are keys epuno no nemu atoto until mama say ba ma ye keys uncle JJ ba ma ye keys yenni common we no bon say you would apply it wherever that is needed. Until mama mpacho mayema wakwa babiem na your idea on the empowered women.
Okay.
The empowered woman, who is she?
Okay. The empowered woman, oba otimi making choices for the benefits of everyone.
Okay.
Not selfish choices.
Okay.
Oba otimi tnase na odrin niemamu. For ye nyina ye well-being. At the country I make a say, I say, yeah, told the line, say, empowered woman, ye selfish woman.
Sana
eyaba.
Okay.
Empowered woman, you be a sebi omunya means ro nipa.
Okay.
But sir.
Okay.
So ye call the beginning of time. Nyanko pombo we say obo Adam, obo Eve. Okay, Genesis 1, scripture says that God created man. And so the word man is a construct. And so in man, there is male and there is female. And the Bible can say, God blessed them. And gave us a charge. And the charge was be fruitful, multiply, subdue.
And have dominion.
Thank you. And sa charge ni munono. The he man and the she female. Ye mienu na ye ba abom. Na nyankopon mandate na ode maye no. Ye ba be fulfill. Na eya ye say over time leverage no anye equal because of yen culture. Sana mi mehuno. But titino nya mimi hunu se nya me mind mo no nensesa. But your culture any your way of life, your identity, no. It is say one mani pa me no say task adwuma bi so omonye no wa raise we akoha na we wa ha. Ayesa enye efficient. Into women empowerment, me who say ebemu just to close the cultural gap, biological gap, no. Said ye be ya ye nyina nyankopon boy no. Charge no de mine no. Ye benya equal level playing ground. Na ya fulfilling. Na me kind story be airline Boeing me pe air crash investigation pa. Airline Boeing Alaska airline etito from. When say engines sometimes say air crash investigate airplane air titoa engine. There are very, very major component parts of the airplane now. We think we cannot do without. But our airplane where it's toy, you know, almost any bolts. Bolts be a bunny tail, no, like 2 bolts or say 3 bolts be a bunny tail, no. And now only pakrono fixing no. 1 million. Be crampanka engine airplanes be what 3 or 4 engines, but I could shut here. 3 ni betimi atwa so mienu shatia 2 ni betimi but wait just a very minute component ninti airplane ni betitoy enti me pese me ma amanse nyina ti ase say emma we are not rubbing shoulders with our men. No, that is not women empowerment, but it's to give us equal leverage. Say the be nyina ye beboa na ye wiase ye mfie ye musia asori ejuma bibia ye okay na ye mema no so anya asumdwe e de adwinye e de leading it is sana me the empowered woman me pacha
Uncle JJ me pacha oba na oye empowered woman or no oye wine to you.
I like the way my sister started. Well, in fact, why hear justice to the topic.
Yeah, that's what we want you to understand for us.
And your cousin be empowered, or a typical example.
Okay.
In fact, why explain why here Jumano? Kakrebi mi debe kan here. You started in Genesis 1:27. Was it God created male and female? And now what can 28 on my 4 or 3 things to do. The first was to be fruitful and increase. The second was to fill the earth and subdue it. The third was to rule over the fish in the sea and the birds. Third, the honor, and I mean they count because we can't first 2. No. Nti empowered woman a woman obia in the absence of a man obetimi ama sa rule over other creations no akoso. Okay. Ti sa we your ba na wo fie na wo kunu ni ho. Unia be mani ho. Na wo be fie na wontimi mpamo na. Wa feeli.
Onsuso ya ma the part
exactly. Okay. Bema wo ho dia di trimude ni jai ma no.
Okay.
But only ho ne die. You have to take over. Okay. Oh wa any kwan say ma essay. So kunu ko adwuma so no one te bi o adwuma in a different region, a different place, it's far from you. But oh dia di trimude manentian kra no. But only wa you should take over. Okay. So that is my take on an unpaired woman. Without the absence of a man, she should be able to make God creation move on. She should be able to rule. Me taking no.
Me da se pa. Se yetie for ne ya hwefo nsem no. Obi say women empowerment na ba ye no nenso so no obeboa baby a o kan ya na manage wo no say o gina kwan ho say o hwe kasa now 12 out of 20 obehu say a man na drive na ne pride ni say na sa empowerment ne my ni ejai the mandate no ne ejai bo a mema no so now because they are empowered is a shared responsibility said ya kind obia now famudie now bringing it to Ghana, bringing it to our traditions and our culture time ben ye hu say ye man here empowerment time ben ye hu ye what was happening then na ekoso in our culture then na ekoso in our tradition then say na ye niema fantia ye hu say oba be here empowerment ewo yenso ya.
Okay, Mama Eve, meka unse menyi bebre de ba ma betiti bi.
Ye mfa ni nyina nka.
Sabi se oba ne bema ye wo oba. Obi wo oba. No obi wo first no. Se wan wo bema wan wo nipa.
Sa na ne ye kan.
Inti estati free hono no. Wan wo bema, wan wo nipa. Tu bon so bo ha wo ma be 8 or the me pebema because wan wo bema se bi e che japade kra an sha ye mfa wo nka ho. Ani. Ena se e ba ni school. Me nana me no oto aware su mienu. Ami so ware be 14 and 15. One co school. Me mami o me. Oko school we vocational training. O catch me say time drew no akwaji school fees na me na be me pam no. And so me man koja no dia mo freely nti o saketi ni man betina ne wo fa nchen wa atonsu. Okay. And na odiko school we vocational training no sua de pam. Ti me kan sisi sen. Ye hu say e man no yen Ghana ha no ye mamre no oba de e wo so otena fie oba de onko school oba de awo na oba de obone ho ka ma be ma okay emma fie o de ko okay enti sa adwen no eni hu say da bi say oba no o empower na wo maame no wo papa na say bi wa wo ne first no wo benya ne ho mfaso ansana ni kunu benya ne ho mfaso oman no so betime enya ne ho mfaso ye hu say no 1995 Beijing ni ekoye bae say no I was say starting into edru baby say policies 80s 90s you started your policies you say a policy should be smart afeni the G at also smart G it should be gender sensitive a hono na ye hu ye into bon say e ma first you say ma secretary or secretarial school afei de e ma banks mimi swa no na me papa sheda de me call Barclays Bank edum de no not for anything ye ma me papa ni bema into me wo university na me tree bus Tech University CCF obia 2012 thereabout.
Wow.
I was the we're two lady back on USSA. We're two bus drivers. Timena me CCF bus. Me ministry. Me ministry and na me our campus no na me enjoy it kwa me to nyom papa na me enjoy it kwa na me nyehwe. Me si metri bus. Aha. Enti ehono na yehu say oba nso betimi aye. Nyankopon hira ye no. O hira ye mienu nyina. But de bia me de beka no nkyere say yembe bodwe wo yemema no so. Inti ehono na policies oba betimi aye yema oba opportunity won say deputy main say wo share telcos na yema minum MDs and they are doing wonderfully well because they are yankopon bo oba no age anyame de mo oba no any hunu mu any foresight hindsight left side right side ni nyina no it's eboa inti
Mama say why that's Mama say why that's Uncle J until when time ben me say ye hwe ye culture no den na ekoso den na ye hu ni say ema no e wo form chain ye mema no say the be ya ye be hu what brought about. I know say ansha say Ghana but then at a point we had to understand. But yeah, enkomo aye bedi na no pe na enkomo aye di no ye bisa say sa empowerment no abe influence ye culture no enti say influence bi wo so a na ye bisa say no ye go street na ye bisa obi no ka say confidence ni support aye ka wan say mi na wo hen e na afa ni ye kofa ba na da hen a ye si ya kofa ba ye kofa ba na da hen so ehina ye sha se free Uncle James Pacho boy kata
my Eve no crab akope mean ka say which specific year is a buyer but the minimum kakra ne say Ghana no eye
bun kompon ko ye chia
Ghana no eye som yenu pa ne di makotene eye Islamic som na Christo som na ohwe esum yenu ya if you baby ne bewura o man because ye tia no tete no ye tie na nanoma e kogunsa bosom that kind of thing enti ebe wurem no e de kakran so beka ho enti edurubre bi ebe sine ukọ Islamic soma mema na wanimu ne ma me asori am soma ye de wo mi 91 ebe sine Pentecost first no na mema ne tenanimu na ebe sine ma kra no enye Melkoda a man tina platform so obe preach kura na obe tina form eduru so ya from why dey intimi hu ba bi start free here but they met me akato my sister mame mame sawade no say ebedu baby a sani okan ye no oba is one nipa o be ma ebesi na kura bi kedi agro just for us to know say can it sign there because because Christo oba wiase no e man ko a feed nipa 5,000 no ya more madi and he said yeah come here say as a man is substandard human being but enye sanity into when you ma wo de sha say Lumba 2000 as anyum ne bae e ma mo sorry around that time no na ye wo send your girl child to school that NCC for advert no
I said the mam so kind na afi na ye
exactly afi na ye di wrem ntimi me hu be because start fear omo adwen ba so me nim de omo twe omo adwen ba so but eno no na ma ye hu say there be as a man ya ka echi wo nioma bebre ho ene ma ye nye ba ye ho so say there be ene ye sa de ye ntena se na ye mfa policies bi mra ye mo sa policies na abo a ne ye wo vice president or your ba in the history of Ghana been see that but ye hwen so ya de men ka se o ya de sen me ma na aba no but anya hwe kura ni die mu die o ye enti no obusa me say himfa ne certificate me but minim say adru mra bi eye say ye to sa de ne gu ni ehun say there be the women are part of us among your substandard human beings in quote God said they are helper doesn't mean they are inferior it just depicts say they are not co-equal in a certain way contest
said the nyame boy
yes because Obi a yi me mfin pade bo de. Share this do you think you are my co-equal? But I guess onye nipa because Bema yare de hospital no hia moja yenka say ye bo mfin pade na wo ba ntiem for oba moja wo ho na betimi ahwewa. Ye de Bema. Yes, so it's I don't know where it started from, but honestly it's really something we should all look at.
Me also them. Now, but you what can see some of the things in our culture, our traditions are say the women empowerment is
okay.
Me say you dim komoko level no.
Mama even facho na me kai Sisia JJ Kasena me kai 31st December women's movement no. Unse inti say a baby landmark at least you bet me say ebeye ebeka ho din aha na yeah call baby we no I affecting interest and influence no. Mama Eve say dear Obaya empowered efi culture we say yeah mamre mu no e was say oba ni hwefie
okay
e was say oba ni tete nkra
okay
ukunu aduane
o say oba ni na eye
okay sese ya empowered ye kwa ejuma mama if time o wa he nti obedware nkra
we anope kromo
kwes aduane
so hwe ni nyina
e was so hwe ni nyina nti makes me aka say your culture ne de your roles un say amamrem yo I say yeah feminine roles
okay
and masculine roles
okay e wo yen
amamrem no
e wo say yenya ye ho ntiase
e wo say yenya ye ho ntiase oya ne hwea enye yi say cause Saturday anopa ukunu hu se wa bre na obeboa ma wa hata ne ma eno de eye moa
bonus
and I say darling patcho on fani me ngu wash mu mame maso tie wie mesro fani me ngu wash mu mame eye moa akra no ne diaper no me patcho me wa washroom un change mame eye moa
okay
enti sa ye empowerment no se say no ase nyeme bi asesa but I say ye twi ye nuama nom adwen e ba ya mamre any ye duties as a my way culture mama ife culture no your identity o
okay
aya na ye ka abrofo life abrofo ebi ware chepa na ukwa abrofo ware mama ware acha ebuo any roles ni na e wo obi aya ni de
okay
enti ye ma no say asudia beda ye so more
okay
because ye tete obani ye tete bema say de ne emesesa ye baka say bema mpra bema nyese oba na be enti say wa ba be working empowered woman no sa roles ni na e wo say yetimi juggle with the help of the man so ukuna moawa eye kasa enye ntokwa
me das asana jeje bebe mu na culture no ye hwe say the wo kan sisi o say culture identity
yes
yen identity so yen share our way of life yen nuane die mu yen hwe yen tade hye mu yen hwe yen nwumu ayetie yen hwe yagodie mu yen hwe aware procedure mpo o de niam anum yi ye didie yen nuane aye chusu ayedi o north they are identified with their food oba south and her we are identified with our food ukoga uko koforidia ukotadia we are identified with our food semni PSC ya nentadi shem ni makeup kra no ubehunu asantini PSC ya ubehunu yanhwe yanwum ayeto wote nwum bia ubetimi akasa nwum we die efri ha wote kasa bia the way we speak the way yanwum ayetie yenuane die mu yentade shem that has been our identity in a way Uncle J. Has the empowerment come to change it in a way? And yama mebu boswe. women empowerment yi abesisa no ama yen yana na sa asisa na ekọ ne papam anase ekọ ne bonim yen hwa aware kra procedure say na esitie sese abesisa women empowerment na abesisa yen culture na ewi ana ya fa traditional norms na ya blend wada
your culture na wa boss nyoma na boss no that makes up our culture me de me hu ne say abesisa no because if free Kwame Nkrumah preso asantini bi afie so yara so fufuo yen ka say women empowerment into wajai banch ne body no
na sa na tie di
oh I don't know where I'm sitting what I see but sana mi hu no say that so koso yara so fufuo ye fie yara so
tintim
unse yes culture is dynamic the core values is still that so ye dey fufuo say o kan you say o ya machine you say what
whether empowerment came or
not the fufu still has to yes
okay
and ebia no empowerment na ba me ya movie modernization na movie from ye be wo body awie me human pay pa ofie nunu say you fufu because me pay fufu pa there be me mfani agro say ye be wo but you see obaba akope entimi endi awo kama ebusuani nyina say na minia ma me kan ye no ade bi wo ho a ye ma no nte ase say e kasa enye ntokwa but se be man so wo fie na fufu wo ho na ase oba na anko anye nso a wo so wanye we fe
okay
but fufu ndi asudi
okay
bankunu ndi asudi
okay
teasers no ida so ye dey edi but e bia ekwan a me nana e fa so wo fufu ma me nana ba wo enye sa na me wife ebe wa mami what you say
accommodate
exactly because they say many ho what the stress because empower women is basically in the economics value
okay
enye fiasem
okay
a economic value oba betimi a pilot
okay
bema betimi a pilot
okay
oba betimi a engineer bema
yes.
betimi a engineer oba betimi a president bema betimi that is what we are talking about
okay.
But when we move from our workplaces and we step home then our culture begins
okay
and there say aye oba said dey wo fie so benu aduane no aye say oye
okay
me sometimes I may make example person dey me one example
we like it
oko Prempeh College I want to be school
all right
Prempeh College a manual me man na the whole bathhouse me man na eye bibia wo ho scrubbing everything we do it ourselves you want me pay ofie pay scrubbing and he say me renyim na minim say me renyim na menyem na oba na untimi na me nko kasa
okay
but I have to be man enough to know say me what Prempeh na me ye nti oba mini na koye for better for na menyem no. So the culture itself, modernization and the empowerment has not changed, but the misconstrue. Among for funny say na Mrs. Tekano. Say wako school enti wa call you know make us say ABA or MD or call you know ne driver your bema or catch and driver and say pakeka no into befia or the sa bossiness ne befi there be.
So yes adia
you are altering the culture by any sir. But Jumama, you should know say this is the work ethics. Can ye pakin wa enti brakwajo ebia secretary catch driver and say bia pakeka na nye. But obefie na ukuna ampake ka ni ya ebia make say fie no kro no na see you so what I say nti o de sa bossiness ne befie a what's na culture no o de befie say no upe food do we asantini nti dey e say pizza na aba makoto pizza no yen
na chese ho no
o se sanyo ma bi wan sha ubenya asem obi antimi nye dey enka bi ma
that's mama say wa
auntie
influence ne yes
influence ne dey say near mesesa but near mesesa no to say dem kan ya identity ne dey oba bia unse de bia me kan oba wa go through the mail anyankopon adom nyamia pagea no why really empowered no mama if wa oti hwe obehwe na they are very down to earth onye na adwen say obema good sana say me pese ye nua mema nom no the culture won't change
o kra na wie ya ka mema ya ko say how would we make the world the community because misconstrue na
doors and no na akofa problems abba.
Do we even understand
it? And no na akofa problems.
The moment I beka women empowerment the men are shrinking. The gender biases are coming in, and then the first thought that comes in mind is obesimi
obadie o mani yese obey yese obadie. But I tell you right now,
some are humble.
Me wuni say because oshe baby na you free baby or bedru baby oye oba only time. But if you know one say wa drink quick so bepe help bia wa pe help no say de be ni kunu on feel say me ni ho and I'm not respected, I'm not well taken care of. And to the empowered woman no modern way empowered woman no on so the culture na because on him say culture no ena ye maame no ma omo edikai no oma safa na sese abedru say enti me mama me home miss no a me lose sometimes so opa de bebre ne e de ma now you will lose it. That opportunity, that empowerment, you would lose it because we're actually standing on the shoulders of our men. Or be aware empowered be as any pan worry or when you are bema or where ja Mama Eve me come show. They are actually pushing empowered though.
Yes.
It's they should understand it. It's they pushing you. Say you can do it. So say can't put a man baby jarring cry, baby change diapers. And see that way no. You name say a bit more her still, but near mess. They shouldn't be afraid, cry. Things haven't changed. The respect, the honor, and yankopon the man. They be a me kunu catch me bad boy back. Or catch me say across 6 years cry a bema. It's across 6 years cry, although so I cry, but you the bema the way a casa bema. And it's inside, no matter what you do. So our women, our ladies should understand this. And then our men too should understand that we are not trick carpets, no massimo mumbo. But say they be efficient. Mama if she tetino, yakase tree in katie, ewo boss wa. She timer udi bechi. Nene food processor ana blender aba. Obe ma yakase ye tree in katie or boss wa yankate nkwaya ma wa time be di. Enfi enti eneno abeboa ye nyina. Enti it hasn't changed. Sana mimi huno. It hasn't. Ebi mu pepper them ni sugar them na be mu die. But I no cry dear. Me name say be any maybe more for
sugar reason.
Shake and views. Obi wa habe obe pepper dem o coordinate na ko pepper o husband and o papa is on to you. Wow, it's just for the likes, for the just to create. But no or bunikuno no or did that like and nyakopon pesa into culture no me hu ne sa asasa
me da say mama Canadian no culture in society ebesi ne obi a medical doctor no your ba be ma person wire na okohu abusua
okay
en society obi a engineer obi no matter the ranks and file of the person status. Or the status of a woman o pese o ye ne ho ade a unka say what a man can do, a woman can do better until una okoye be man ho ade. O papa kra ni wachi. Okay. E bin see, they bin soon see that. Okay. So the culture hasn't changed. But say no kan no. Social media any incophobia na misconstrue the understanding no na ama we nyina ba. But culture there in society oba da so ye oba, be ma da so ye be ma.
Mama Eve, hey. Obetimi akonya ba e bia. Sebi size 6 and JSS class 6 cry we and so the other be year no and the way obe twa boss no or big bad medical doctor ba bebu adore respect
yes
into any women empowerment
any women empowerment na akofa because say no kan no no cre enti lumba wonyumbi o so be fa oseme de be fa krasinia man ni be te wo me so de me fa de ni ate preko okay and you see it is not say ni pakon wa empower nti man for feel say o empower oba betina wo kon so omu da bi omu a omu open person kan class 6 kra omu a omu So what I say,
yes, switch here free that misconstrue. No? That empowered women. No? What do we see in an empowered woman? Obi oye empowered. Said ye beya otie phobia otie ye no. Ye mani nya santi ase no. Empowered women. What do we see? What should we look up? Asha say no much ye muayeti ase. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 and 28. Both man and woman were blessed.
Exactly.
Both man and women were empowered.
Yes.
Both man and women were given the same mandate.
Yes.
And now, abrabomu aye kobantino, ene ye inside of the world no niema bi besisan entiase bi aye nya no niema bi besisan. Now, women empowerment have come to stay. Like you said, if you want to leverage it, now obi nkoso nchen obi no obi nkofom nchen obi a. That empowered women, what have come to be added to them? Yena abeka omuhua ebe bua yen culture ne yen tradition.
Mama even the baby say mucho say kutu say baby and then young kweche kra Ghana hire your first female vice president.
Okay.
Inti sa empowered woman no education abeka ho. Skills abeka ho.
When your skills.
Say sika. Women are running their affairs. The money is coming. Sika beka home. Financial empowerment. Inclusion.
Okay.
I think so. Oba no kasa yetie.
As in confidence.
Ne confidence oho. But say odena no betu asembi.
Yamane
kwan.
Okay.
Enra mi hu me hwe video bi VIP Oba bus driver.
Okay.
And Rami Hussein and Abba Namash is something she does. I know the Bibia to the state or say me page mama obi. Okay. Because she has a voice.
Okay.
Inti Oba right now or the no two are same moi yetie. Yanka said connect na Oba ankasa. She say the financial empowerment, education, skills, inclusion. And then the ability to even contribute in decision making, so important. And then say Accra schooler, Essence Oko University. Obonsi ye hu oba engineer bi our community name, oba doctor bi. Na ebia ne maami akoha na obey de oye program we ya ebeboa. Oye we ya so first no ma only why oba kokache obi ba say onye we into that decision making inclusion ni na women empowerment abeboa.
In fact mami ayade yes,
I like the way you are appreciating.
Yes, me empower no. Empower mami sewa. Empower mami sewa.
Me dase.
Send your kind no. Once me can say empowerment in economic status.
Okay.
Empowerment in economic status. Yes, nyoma bibria a work kitchen and my use a member invent.
All right.
It's a form of empowerment.
All right. Okay.
Sene be ya munyome bi
ebe
contem. Enti empowerment no we economic status no kan inclusion abeka ho. Asante amamrem no yebu mapa.
Papa.
Enti sebi o penyimfo mani ma se bodem ni oba nam ho a bones na waro ne ho a bones obi akofa entoma but be ma obi amfi no. Yetoso mienu se yesi wo hena oba panyini
wofi
ene yi no yetoso miensa sa semba na kire yeso a yebu bebi se yenko busa abrewa sa nyoma miensa mu se yebu mapa enti imagine say ye elevate ye man to this status na yebabusa abrewa ebi anka ne nimde ye one sa abrewa ne ye empower na nimde kwotena ya na bebo aye
Beautiful.
Se no kan yebetie tie ne wo che class 1 adwena e kina ne empower sa abrewa no sa oba no be ya abrewa nim die ne be ko nanim.
Okay.
So what yes e che yeso ne kubusa abrewa nim so my class 1 knowledge be my elevated. Yeah. So what in common as enti no empowerment no it has encompasses a lot of things. Yes, a boy. In fact, a boy me man no cry more.
A man I impact all.
A boy me man more cry saying. Imagine say it is not every time Bema want the apps. It's not every time a Jumaye. But imagine say oye catch or say and I say for bibi bra. To bibi bra na obetono. Unis canteen o mire fie. Oh, ene bibi am quite fine no. Na beba no wato. Sikana she. On fama no, but at least abo wa
can ho be impacho.
Se ebia me yese me nto bibi mira fie. Ebia baby food asa, ebia nsu asa. Ebia sada na enhye me ho. So me ba one to me re fie obi am calling na me. Ehia nto no be dey. Akotoba. Toba se music an wato no.
Because you empower the woman financially.
But say minim say onye adwuma. Minim important say the only source of income me. The burden is on me.
Yeah.
And you loan kwese me kwaji koye dey. Ekotoba. But me kan chen technically say we adwuma. But me share that man me refi and I say minister me see me refi be me nti ono akwa koye dey.
Obeye.
Exactly.
Pamcho answer na ye to aso no. Ye number etuja. So we have some few WhatsApp messages and then Ashefoso omo share yen ewo Facebook live at the comments biaba ye monitor na ye metwa so. There's a gentleman or say Accra. I'm watching you live from Accra. Your friend Frederick Ate. Frederick say Oshayen from Accra. Peter Asari say I'm watching you from Bekwai. Uncle JJ, I'm watching you from Bekwai. Charity Edu say or say I'm watching you from Santasia Pre. Greetings to Uncle J. Just achuma kwa community Prince J or say or enjoy learning mood activated. Watching you. Priscilla also answer say I'm watching you from Etimetim news site. Jeffrey, your brother Jeffrey say empowerment is making you do what you already know how to do best of your ability without diluting any other responsibility. Or Mayatia says ye can no or no so can say when it comes to empowerment at the end of the day we hear that no and I am more strength to do it without diluting any other's authority and also be responsibility. And see Jeffrey Mayatia that primary roles no naturally obia when you roll. So don't think that because you are empowered, could dilute to Bema role or Bema him so empowered in tea and now Obana ye empower no or be dilute in role. Jeffrey that's a Betty say ochia ye nyina otie ye pa. Yaw I'm Mr. Nee. I see you, Mommy, so and I'm listening. I'm listening so much. Yedamase. Mo comment ne ba say ya. We do appreciate it so well. Mama yehu say mu tie yen na tie mu tie so. Comment na ba ne che say you are following so well. Yesuante. Na JJ Ackah no na or narrow empowered benefits no positive influence na ba family wise say ye empower oba ye obeboa families and then mama say wasuma say it goes to the community now dear auntie ase no on shase free nipa auntie empowered women ase no on shase free.
Okay, Mama Eve, me that's a question is a very, very important question. First of all, Eve, the name Eve na ankasa, giver of life.
Okay. Mama Eve, giver of life.
Giver of life. Ain't you oba biante ne ho ase. So you giver. So that is what it means, giver of life. Okay. Ain't see Wanya te ho ase say you giver of life. No hu ne say Yankopon obo wo asobara no. Wama a certain distinctive role as a helpmeet. Okay. If you ask obi an only help, no. Ya papa, if you don't have helper, Inti ye mema nom oba unuaba the female the she no or your help. O empower o yere. O empower o mami. O empower unuaba. Mami can be kakra emfa efie ho. A blessing any man can have is an empowered woman. Ono obesha wo ma o. Ono wo ma be homework. Obayaria edro okoni ama antibiotics I say be constitute shaky fensio ni si ha for 200 ml school.
Adechina wo hwia.
Adechina 5 ml. Enti o yire no onim 5 ml a. Yes, medication way I drowsy. Enti fama akra na dronko a no akan ho. Wan kan na o de koma akra na no pa. Oba ne de okọ school obeda. Obedasa. Yebeka se makra ne balanced meals. Akra bi wo ha on pe vegetables. I was say ultimate bad down. Akra ne level o. E church and say vegetables no benefits we ni na de ma. Enti fa. Enti an empowered woman ye oba na adwen no emu abie. Aye enlightened. And a JJ kind otimi hold you fort. And see you no mema me de bia me ka say wo empower o yere a one it's onto you. It's for your benefit.
Na me bisa say yen shase free ni wada.
Yen shase free say enye ntoka yen enye gigigigi. Ha ena ye wo fie a na say e bia obi bema bi wo ho papa bi wo ho women empowerment onya nte ase a te say de make no on who say yam bejene ne position enti ono ankasa moa ne yere na on hwe ono ankasa ma ne yere no opportunities na on hwe oba betimi aye me dey mean kasa what a man can do, a woman can do and do better, but a woman can do some. And there's some, that little some, no. Your friend be 80-20 rule. 20%, no. And no, 80% results ne bow. And see that's oba seemingly weak, frail person, no, very mighty. Very, very mighty, Mama. Even is my answer question. So if there is any more very, very mighty, World War II was a World War I, and ma and I decode certain quota enemies ne sending ever fast no, and they were decoding and sending signals and messages. You can way ha almost on the way baha submarine far from and see my main can be man I hate jackpot. And your mama says I hate jackpot in starting free ho. So you bia intiasia my na waka obana sha and your mama say no fears and ma wakumantu cry ma wakumanto we na mumie ni na mon jojo because oba yakupon cry the bibi intuition bi she mu a yenya no mema no omuni sa intuition no enti wo you must say sika ya wo send and na won change na no send o de change na hwe o won almost say enka me send yanka BBS enti Esronim ye nyina ne ye build u say nyina ne ye so ade no enti oni pakro na obo ama na so o ma ne komu ye den a wo komu betro
Uncle J o touch on our lady children, our female children, and I'll touch on mrewa omofie and I'll touch on ma benin enti sa maya wabugomdi ye wie about how to blend our culture, our tradition into empowerment no na nebisa say dear mfama womo when it comes to our girl child dear na de be man na obey empowered dear wawari na wi a oni wo fie e dear na betim dia man na obey empowered ye maame abrewa o fie dear na betimi ama na obey empowered na wi a ya behwe how to blend the culture and then traditional norms.
Before I touch on that, Mami addresses just quickly where we should start from.
Okay.
Mami has done justice to it.
All right.
Nipe bia nasa beme bia no o your parent. Na what kind of assets are? What kind of wife are kind of my girls?
Okay.
Say Mami kan you know. The woman can collapse the house. Or can a draw make can we actually it's a funny story, but it's a real story. We fast phobia be your home. And omo how papa say that I will be free time be say homework blah blah blah. No but Tinami wo honam say I na mama enche homework. So mama enche. My auntie one day na me phone I na mama enche homework. Omo say last time mama change 0. Last time I checked.
Maybe I'm French. Did you be a French?
Zero.
Did you be a French?
Oh no, you're French. That I say, if I'm crying, you're 0. Una out your fees. Remember, una out your fees. Them can say, first of all, a year biggest asset to you. A boy be mana. Imagine say we be co school or Naji's Angels. I want to be co school. Now to your school fees now by fee homework on 0 because of be money fee.
What hano?
Who say can I wash no?
Sir.
But so if you am
so no obey intimidate.
Exactly.
Such a school like that.
Exactly. And where you should start from? It should start from the home. Let's empower the women.
Okay.
Now, what to give them is the question you asked me. 10 years Say nobody can buy. Can say? I don't know. It's something you already know how to do.
Sir.
Inbuilt. But out of fear, out of timidity, out of societal pressure, I am hidden. I am suppressed. Me woman must cry day. Yaba. And yes, I say free, let's build because Mamia Kumia, Mamma said, knew how to drive before taking up the bus road. Oh, you fear.
Yes.
Into a buy no him driver, but a buy nanka environments near conducive. So after we home no, empower more home with the needed tools. It's nipa kuna dia no nim. Mean kasa koto blender mano. Ebi ono no pediane no. Mean kasa koto hair dryer mano. Ebi on petri. But know what the person is best in. I won't say you're hidden. No a day. Wabuan. Tifie a factor. Na environments no woman no. Make environments. It could be church. It could be working environments. Oh ye paying you ho. Oh your bar paying you ho. Oh yeah, be be when you women empowerment. One will say with secretary, one will say with staff or your bar. Then need the area be home, but as our could be, I won't say, me man, it also. And you need to walk right where do my man to me because they have a corner man one a day. I didn't hear. But what's me who's identifier in the environment was Mamma come here, Bunny, who's when you drive, young for Bassy, man, Mammy. In like I say, we didn't try. Okay, we try move be and you do a
so the education should start
exactly. So it's from the home, by environment, no. Their environment is broad. Sorry, you won't say lady you're very good. Oh, what's my lady pastor? You won't say, oh, can you mean some evangelism? Let's empower her. Young fan in Bible school. And I say, young can't my moon Bible school I'll pay.
Yes.
Also, me cover me for. That is where we should start from. First of all, let's identify.
Okay.
Let's identify the value of the person because nipa kone woni mu dada enya wona wo de be man na me ball no then we would look for the tools and other etina obetimi di nature and I say I bring it that value in here exactly resources in here that's all
make I say resources here can one say Genesis 1:27 no emayetia say nyame di ni nyina ma ye pepe nyame di ni nyina ma ye pepe ye ko break kakra na ya samba na program a utie a higher pure 95.7 pure 95.7 ye program no family affairs me producers mame mbo omudin ne hu omo de odi kan mame ajoa esiama ono na o produce program yi owo ni team a omuka ne ho Madam Felicia Eka ho na me lady baako so Mame Brago Eka ho na DJ o produce yen DJ website anopay ye wo yentem Mrs Tinaje Mame Sewa Tinaje Amoa or your head of operations she is an empowered woman by God's grace I say by God's grace we are about the next part now. Let's draw your attention to something. When the woman is empowered, ye beba ho men num aduane no ho kwan. Ena ye wo ye papa ono so no ye CEO Jesus is Evergreen Company Limited. Atwuma kwa Ngoma district odie ye friend no Junior John. Intini ye trust friend JJ or the Mr. Oswansan. me a me di programming hu chia me so me ye Mrs Evelyn Ackah uti me frɛ me Mama Eve yen koma ye di anope ene say the empowered women, understanding the empowerment of women, has it influenced our culture? Any and traditional norms ewo kwan bi so ana na enkomo ayetie e de yaba begina say e de sisaya bakra na let us go back yenya ntiase on our primary roles anyamede ma ye nyina onyakopon bo oba bo be man ohira ye nyina o ma ye nyina mandate o de dwumadie bi ahye ye nyina ye nsa hunu wodie na ye na misumi hunu medie na menye si enya be hunu ye de na ye ya mema be man tiase se oba sori aye ne de no obesi ne kon ena ye ma no so ye hunu ye de aye no menye wa adwen se wo do ho kototo be ma no ho na wa huri esi ne kon na nso so no ya papa kweji agree ekan in years back many decades behind say if you train a man you train an individual, or if you educate a man you educate an individual. But say who educate oba, who educate a nation, a community, then you bring a great impact. And no one ayetri adwin esiso, and no one ayetri adwin esiso. So if you don't understand money when you meet an empowered woman and money yantuaso yes say how do we blend it in? Yeah, dear, per se ye page your culture and said I me kind say Mami Sawa say culture ni identity. Now yenta di shemu ye dia ni diemu ye nyum tiemu sa niema ni nyina the empowered woman no how do you blend it in? How do you blend? Na make say make simbi when it comes to intimacy, the moment you mention intimacy em say baby ya adwene kwa only the sexual aspect, but entisa and we have another side of intimacy. We call it intellectual intimacy. And you can see that in an empowered person. Yenshe fia oba eye empowered na onim efie amamre san oba we so blend this animal ni bomwa e die ne fie ebeye. So how do we blend it in?
Okay. Mama Eve me dase. Un say first of all empowered woman no onim baby a free and onim baby a oko. What's na say? Ehu me free ha.
Okay.
Me ko ha.
Okay.
E kwan we na me fa so akọ ha. 1 2 owo efie yemfa enkra titie mu. Ma wo memma ye wa ha. Ye pese ye ko ha. And to say a quiet way na medium befaso. That's an empowered woman. Breaking it down, Palma. At it see omuye. Yeah, how empowered woman betting me. I am empowered. No, I blended culture, no traditions, no. Made it me mawufie. As an empowered woman, I mean fa me culture and me tradition, my identity, and to her. And see, and no, me as oba, my empowered, meaning baby, I'm free no. Me start say, Eddie, first what it mema.
Okay.
Both a man and mema. Me titi oba ne say, Yanko Pambo oba, wambo any less of a human. And see, if ye, mema ne juma, me nyamiado mo mema mi no baba ko. Memo ma juma. Good example. Metro mokechi. Most any actually mema ni eja man. As an empowered woman, me fasa enye. Se ye betopno, ye bebu bema. It's ye betopno ye bebu bema. Me tete me mani wo fia. I was a me mo oba ni who say ho hia. And I was a me mama ba bema ni who say yambu oba.
Okay.
Yentni yensa ewo baso ya mamre mu no asante fo no ye buba pa na ye tie basem enti unu aba na kasa enti atia no
okay
empuepua no
okay
enwi se bi na adwen wo fom enti e ho no ma start date titi omo
okay
bema oba emema mienu oba baako fine yes na mema ye aduane oba so ye aduane but oba ba e was so trying to say she's the mother, she's the nurturer. Ekaya mamre hu Mama Eve eno de ye kosro ba forma enye ye enti I was say ye ma ne ti ase upia de be a lady is seen and not heard.
Yes.
And I am my say lady is seen and not heard. Yes, be a come banner show. But your person says, oh, your banner or baby na bear me kasa. Yen kasa wasem near batno, but man in kasa for woman. It's in a culture and when to meet it me mano. I was saying, maybe be kasa ye or kasa in team. Ununia bane bear kasa for please. Nini and your banner empowered woman or tisa what trend a home brasil or tisa from the onset, not they are starting when if ye only ye nikunu impo obani bema awaremu akasakasa timisi o tete o mai e wo yen culture mimi swano if my who say papa ne ma me dey ashemu da o but me sure say na misunderstanding e wo ho but ya mamre mu no asante amamre mu ye bube ma o pa enti e ho no mpo me ni mikunu interaction mu abufo ba how I make kasa o man ko yen sebi yen sebe ma kwase enti ni na culture no unse wo nkra no muhwe o enye de obeka nko a enti na empowered woman you've started it humility mo because they be amekanya me ne peja nipa oya ho empower Mama Eve, that's the truth.
That's it. JJ fa odi come ho
iron sharpened iron.
Thank you.
And it say fie in fact me better na no yeah ba no me ne mama share for more and my mama say hey JJ where's you know did na we be can am say mama me it's something I have a topic in mind my discuss topic need that into no na me ba but next time me share mama wo BBC say me hear me ho pa because my share JJ my share mama be ready so that's what I mean by empowerment.
Definitely
because iron sharp say you a medical doctor or you a PhD e wo fia in komo bi wo ho a mu receive ba no mu din
ko na maker
yes mu din koma
intellectual
exactly mu din koma what you say enye tomatoes ni sorry to say tomatoes ni nyado ankomo
not necessarily
not necessarily
when adria or the back come
exactly say bia we face challenge you know what you say o discuss e bia yes we be the call na asifie na you busane say so what is your take on the affirmative action bill? I say I have no take. Okoware obano na odu ho na ase be ma ni busane say I have no take because onima the call what is only on say dampo but say what be fear e be you faced with a topic e be a challenge at work obana oni obani discuss here on say contributions are all you know on say ebi kran ka o cha lecture hall kan be 10,000 cedis
mama membrem kakra na around there me am ti hey edin say me ka beja me asikwen
fantastic
that's right
edin u jasi kwen mu ani say me bie
bonnet no
o ko shebe bia
terminal atwe
no
yes e ko he fa na enye adwuma
ansa na be frame mister now say bro so
yes
before and then the culture we were talking about aduane ayedi
come ba ho un say boys
come me
boys are inclined to cars usa o map 20 baba ko be ma ba ko a omunyi no upiese mo kototo ya wo so ba ne din say chire bru ni ba so
na oba
be ma ne din say chire car so is inbuilt you are inclined to it enti o your ba wo fear in the culture value no ma oba ni already when you that as our brother said enti o boa no ti wo toto e bia ma na what blender toy ama oba no what onyini a as we grow we learn certain things when you sure say mama so no at age 4-5 no pecas no but onyini na be but it doesn't change, it doesn't alterate the cultural value or the cultural perspective of a woman. Obey in the duane obey pan kitchen me da bia me ka say as she said, a woman is seen or heard. Me there be me catch him say if I want to take up any position, I mean person you dim him no your ba. Onim di entia. General manager PhD Kwame Edinkra.
Yeah.
So when your opportunity ebe ye general manager after him e be ba ha be ka se me kan. Ha kra setting besesa.
Sir.
Ha kra setting e besesa. Enti when ya culture say aba ne nim fie sie.
Sir.
Omo de ko ba bia. Omo de ko majumem. I always say if the interiors of planes and other say jama ma kesa plane mama sa. Can we see from?
So me tia sia me da say I'm so appreciating your komo yi. Me tia sia ye de aduane ye e sha sia in our culture.
Yes.
Well seen than heard.
Exactly.
Yen tia sia from an angle say the way you present your girl child.
Yes.
The way you present the growing girl, the lady.
Enye kasa.
Na who see mu
very good.
Emphasize education in shame. Our empowered mothers, our empowered people in the house. The culture of dressing, the culture of well speaking,
exactly.
The culture of respect and humility, the culture of knowing ourselves, the culture of appreciating each other.
Yes.
Ukotu Keniba, Ukotu Ukromuni, Ghanaian, wherever they are. Let us blend it in.
Yes.
Now let us understand the primary roles are nyamede mayen. Say ya uka say yen to me sesano said the etibia. Bemen to me fanyinsen. Oba na be fanyinsen. So naturally nyakupon this traditional role no, primary role no ama oba. And when it comes to nurturing, growing, grooming the house, ye desa role na ama oba. And then the leadership role ni nyamede ama bema. So who asisa unyanya santi asiena, though we are all empowered, you wouldn't scare your man.
No,
never.
No.
Because of that misunderstanding in a air scaring. Now and yadisiane say whether we didn't know, we are creating the awareness. Empower the girl child. Empower and right yedin come no be say obani dia o empower no ba besi uko. Then I ask say na say oba girl ye nurse say. So that girl, what will you tell her?
Exactly.
Now teach that girl say, was say who say, obeba be worry, not sooner or later, but say who warrior for uboma uknu sadie o mame de mame no, and I sadie me pesa o mame de mame no. If you educate that woman, you are empowering.
Yes.
Now the yaka nyina ye de ye komo twetwe no ebe ye say it is the support you are giving to the woman. So what is our support nema obana woman confidence, woman opportunity to make choices on their own. So opportunity no so the manner obey a blessing to the world at large. Na esha se free fee.
Yes.
Na about community no, na about nationwide, and then it goes worldwide. JJ say said ye ba ya mamre mu a abrewa wo fie asemba nse ye nkwa abrewa wo nkobisa yesi hini a oba pani ne ekono ho asemba fie ye bedidi ye topono a emma ne efre wo. Now even though men are switching to do what we thought nankaye emma dia no, now emma bi susu switch ye. Let us appreciate it.
Yes.
See appreciate ya ede empeja ye beba, all of us will benefit from it. Meda yeti fuase. And common woman na yede. Those who are contributing from Facebook Live, we so appreciate. Mo amuso amode WhatsApp note ebaye. We so appreciate. Mede Mrs Evelyn Ackah. Your program yi e family affairs. E wo pure 95.7. Pennyfo a meni omu di nkomo abedwafo anopai omu be boa ye with wisdom and expertise. Mami Sewa Tineje Amwa, Mrs. Mami Sewa Tineje Amwa. Head of operations. Ewo Nejuma Owomu. Ena Mr. John Junior Owusu Ansa. Ononso so the CEO of Jesus is Evergreen. Oba Achuma Kwa district there. Baby obetinenka. Me say producers are omo time echi no pay Mami Ajua Esiama. Mami Brago and Felicia na ye DJ so ye DJ website anope ye nkomo twetwe ne say empower the woman and she will be a blessing to us all. Na wo empower no no hwe aduane a o kire no men toto ye culture na say ye empower a man no uma ye toto ye culture na say ye aduane die mu ya ho siesie mu ye nyum the choice of songs cry ye choose cry no efie ho ye mo ye nyum no ye mo ye lumba nyum no ye mo daughters of glorious Jesus nyum no na ye appreciate it all ye da mo say semunya abre etie yen pure 95.7 na what you say ne so yankopon de che ya we would bring definitely wonderful topics another session minu mienu ye be enjoy said be ya efie no a ye building no enije bebem na ye strong amaye yankopon hwe ye nyina ye so ye de nyamija
amen.
Thank you.